Okay, so we are doing puja, which is, I think it means offering. And we are doing the offering to accumulate. I think the English word so far we use merit. Maybe it's not the best word. Anyway, there's a term called kusala and akusala, sort of. I think it's translated sometimes as a wholesomeness, which is better. In Tibetan, we call it gewa and migewa, something to do with, wholesomeness. And mainly, it's to accumulate ability. Basically, being able is such, having an ability is an important, right? It's so, I guess that's why we go to schools and get jobs and get married and get divorced and everything, so that we can have the ability to do whatever we want. When you get married, there's a certain ability, but also when you get divorced, there's a certain ability you gain. But of course, so the ability is kind of an important aspect of human life. Ability to live with a mansion, or ability to live with a suitcase, ability to appreciate salad or a smelly tofu, whatever. I guess maybe for the lay people, or maybe you can understand the ability in terms of at ease. There are some people who are always at ease with things. Others, we just get annoyed with all kinds of things. Some people are relaxed with a lot of things. Others, we are paranoid with everything. Of course, the follower of the Buddha, we are not looking for this kind of mundane ability. We are looking for the ability to understand the truth. Now that is the fundamental. So, for us, and of course, yes, so understanding the truth being the supreme, most important target. And then, of course, we like to also have the bonus sort of profit of longevity, the good health, success on this and that. So that's how the puja, the whole ritual of the puja kind of comes. Of course, there are many different different kinds of pujas. Some are very common and very kind of foundational level. Others are more complicated. On the most fundamental level, as you can notice, pujas always have a sort of two elements. One is offering, and then the other one is praising. This is why you have all these flowers, incense, water, and then the praise of, you are like the sun, you are like the moon, all that. But in the more advanced, let's call it advanced, more advanced puja, the skill of accumulating this wholesomeness or this merit is not only offering and praise, but mainly remembering. So we started already, right from the morning, everything is, a lot of things is to do with mindfulness, remembrance, like taking a vow until sunrise tomorrow, so that, I've taken this vow, I can't do this and that. Then also, and then we recited Samriti Sutra, which is remembering the Buddha, Dharma, and the Sangha, very, very important. And then, because this is a tantric ritual, we remembering our true innate nature, which in this case is Ushnisha Vijaya. So, because we have forgotten our true nature all the time, we keep on forgetting. So here, in a designated time and space, we try to remember. But we are still a very dualistic being, so we like to always relate with somebody. So we build a shrine and keep it in a more sort of centrally located, and there's a vase, there's a stupa, all that. And then we think that Ushnisha Vijaya is with her retinue, is there. Again, remembering. Mindfulness, circumambulating is that, basically. And, we chant the Dharani, and the Dharani in Sanskrit, in Tibetan, we call it Zung. Zung means like trap, like hold, Zung, like, don't let it spill. Okay, so that's what we are doing. And as I said this morning, for a lot of us, we have been doing this for many years. And I'm really happy that you are really doing it all in your language. This department, this part of the world is totally jobless. They're already very nervous that what are they going to do next time? But for years, I have been asking you to do this in your language, with your culture, such as chanting, the music, because in Tibet, King Trisong Dyutsen asked us to do it in Tibetan, not in Sanskrit. And therefore, we have managed to hold this tradition till now. And we are doing very well, but I want to request people to already brainstorm how we will do this in 10 years' time. There are few principles such as, myself as the deity, all of that cannot be altered. But the way you chant, the offering substance, a lot of it, you should really work according to the time and the situation. Also, lot of participants here, I know, you like doing pujas, and also there's a tradition of commissioning pujas to monasteries and things like that. By all means, keep on doing that, but I think it is also quite good that you also do it yourself, and especially like this puja is fairly easy. There are a few questions regarding the pujas, why we commission the pujas and all of that. I'm going to explain next few days. Anyway, you have heard all of this millions of times. These archive people showed me the archive list of my teachings. They look completely the same to me. But if it does the job of reminding, yes, I'm very happy to express. For now, I rejoice the very fact that you want to come here and participate. But not only that, there are few groups around the world who are doing it together with us. Some of them almost as elaborate shrine setup as this. Now, of course, those who are more skeptical, they may not, skeptical people may not understand, not accept this, but this kind of practice, this kind of, pujas, the best thing one can do in this day and age. I know this will not be easy to accept for a lot of skeptical people, but the situation in the world, the pandemic, the war, the conflicts, for all of this, the remedy is this puja. Because as Buddha said, everything is conditioned. Out of all the conditioning of the intention is the most supreme. I'm completely sure our gathering here and other places and doing this puja for even just for an hour or two will alter outer, inner and secret situation of the world. And personally also, yes, of course, enlightenment, awakened state is the one that you should really aim at the end. That is the only thing that matters. But also, while we have to sort of go through this life that we already have, performing this kind of puja will definitely alter our obstacles and fulfill all wishes, everything, all wishes. And by the blessing of the Ushnisha Vijaya, this mundane, ordinary looking wish being fulfilled will then lead to something meaningful. And lots of blessings also. The blessings of course, most importantly, wisdom and compassion. That our wisdom and our compassion will grow. That is the innate, that's the supreme most blessing. But also other blessings, such as longevity, success, and all that. But I think one specific blessing that we should long for is blessing to learn how to define things. Because, for instance, the word success, that has a lot of definition. It's like you miss your bus. If you miss your bus, especially to the airport, which then causes missing the flight, and that flight actually had a crash. You know, life is like that, right? So you just need to learn how to define things. So a lot of the things that you brood about how terrible things are, who knows? In about 20 years, you'll be thanking yourself that that's what happened.